They don't think you could do it, but tell you to try when they talk. All I hope had to keep it alive. Spend a day in the Bronx, but you wouldn't survive. Can be low when I pop out, they know I've arrived. I go have conversations with Zoe, he gon' tell me pull up and come say what you know. I've been up, I can count all them days in a row. We don't say what we do, we be making the show. They say I be
the voice of the Bronx. We have Bronx Slam with the guys are out here. Can I get a
yeah. Leave them all right where they at. Try to diss me, I bet I don't even react. Put a show on, I bet you somebody gon' yeah. I pick me a book up and drink me some water, invest in the stock. All them kids don't be bad.
Alright, my guys, we are locked and loaded. We rolling.
Boom, right here. Perfect. Ready to go?
Yes, sir.
You guys good?
Yeah, sir.
All right, peace and love, world. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Zoe. Today we are in the Umiverse.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? We got the guys, the founders, the owners of Umidubs in the building.
Hey.
I'm sporting the Believe in You shirt today.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So you know the vibe, so we on brand at all times today.
Hey, I like that.
But come be a star in the Umiverse.
Yeah.
Right? What's that slogan mean to you guys?
What's up, world? How y'all doing? Come be a star in the Umiverse. It means there's a space for everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody seems to have an individual style with their vibe. You know what I'm saying? And with our brand, for sure, you'll find something to be able to make yourself a star with our stuff. You know what I mean? Like, there's a place for everybody in our Umiverse.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely a place for everybody. It's a star in the universe, you know? So many stars out there. Anybody could be a star here, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's not just for one person or just anybody. Anybody could just come here, find something that they like, and they're going to want to wear it out the next day. And that's usually what happens in the Umiverse, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a whole
One fit, you hook.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One fit, you hook.
Right. So introduce yourself to the world.
How you doing, world? What's going on? I go by Manifest. My name is Leon. I'm the designer, part owner of Umi Dubs. My brother and I created this brand about in 2008. I got a text from my brother talking about him and his friend Dubs want to start a brand.
Right.
My response is, what do you want to call this with you, me, and Dubs? So that's how we got the name. I was into a little bit of anime and stuff like that, but founder, creator, me and my brother started it. That was years ago. Internet caught up to what we was doing, and we here right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Got my second half over here, though.
Yes, sir. Living like Larry. Lawrence is my real name, you know what I'm saying? I didn't find it in 2008, but I caught up on it probably about 2015, 2016. So
like
yeah,
that.
I'm a partner in it now, you know what I'm saying? And me and Leon mostly, we do this mostly.
Right.
It's us too, but I do marketing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm learning the business side from him and
Right.
learning how to work with the fabrics, do my thing, you know what I'm saying? So like crazy thing is I never really was into fashion like that.
Right.
I used to just wear clothes, but like once I got into it, now I'm really like, I love fashion now. So like, I'm always trying to find something new, trying to wear something new that from the brand, of course. I'm not
Right.
trying to, you know what I'm saying? So like, we trying to do this thing the right way, you know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
Right. So Larry, I'm gonna stay with you. I got two
Yes, sir.
points. Speak it into existence.
yes, sir.
Right. I got that from your Instagram. Right. What does that phrase mean to you?
Speak it into existence. So basically, I'm a type of person that like to say things and then like I stick to what I say. Like I don't like to quit. So like
Facts.
basically I say things, I keep saying it. So like in my mind, like I know like it's gonna happen. And basically that's what happens in the Umiverse for me. Like I just stay focused on most of the time I stay focused on tasks and just like try to make it come true. So like
Right.
I speak it into existence. So that's basically what it is for me.
Right.
You know?
Dope.
Seeking generational wealth.
Seeking generational wealth, you know what I'm saying? So basically, there's a lot of families out there. I don't want to like put like race into it, but like black families out there like that probably could have had a chance to do something that they probably was scared to do or had a risk to do. In my family too, like they probably was scared to take risks and they just wanted to work and just like make sure they could pay the bills and take care of the family. But like somebody got to take the risk, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to take the risk to make it so that my family and then their family and everybody else's family can be good, you know what I'm saying? So like that's really what it's about at the end of the day. It's not all about me, it's about everybody else too.
Right. I'm definitely on the same frequency with you for sure.
Sir.
Leon, we got creator,
Yeah.
brand developer, designer.
Hey.
Right. Are those hats that you wear simultaneously, or does one become before the other?
Yes, they all three stacked on top of each other, man. I think it's a simultaneous thing. I think I'm, with that little statement right there, I'm probably searching for a new word, you know?
Right.
Creative, maybe? I don't know, because it's not just design, you know? It's not just clothing. And, I talk with Larry and the team all the time about how, design is more than just graphics. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where the brand developer, that's where all of that comes from. Because, I went to school for design. So my approach to this is not just like a quick flip for some money. You know what I'm saying? So it's more like we put time and effort into it. Like you talking about speaking into existence. Like literally we got a think tank and everything y'all see us doing, we have literally spoken about. Everything. Like literally, even being on a podcast, which is crazy. Right. Which is crazy. We speak that, we wrote it down, put it up on the board, and it been there for however long. It probably got dust on it and everything, but that shit came true. You know what I'm saying? So we 100% believe in the whole Umiverse concept. Like anybody could be a star. Like we all out here trying to win, man. Like he talking about generational wealth. Like, yeah, like because in this business especially, you know what I'm saying? Like we have footholds, but we don't have a footprint. You know what I'm saying? Like, my new phrase that I'm trying to work with and trying to just get the team on and everybody on is like, yo, I'm trying to make an impact and leave an imprint. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the way that the brand is starting to shape out. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of the behind the scenes that goes into that, but like, it's about giving the right image. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're going to really do this, we got to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
ain't no other way.
Ain't no other way. Like, but we had to go through that fire first. Like, we used to be printing shirts ourselves. Like, me and him sitting in the spot, binging out 500 shirts for an auto body shop or something. You know what I'm saying? But like, we had to do that to get to where we at now. And now, everything we wearing is made from Umi Dubs. You know what I'm saying? Everything, head to toe. You know, layered also, including the shirts underneath. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's the part where the first statement you said comes in, brand developer. Like, I worked for a bunch of companies, so I was behind the scenes. I seen how they was doing stuff. And I just found my own plug, my own connect, and we just started running. And so I started 08, me and him started linking up, like 15, 16. Then by like 2018, we find a factory, our own factory. And then that's it. Right.
Do you feel like it's helpful for people in your position to work somewhere else to learn first?
Yeah.
Right? Right. Because I can see that, like you said, you learning, you behind the scenes, you saw it. Some people are like, well, I'm going to just figure it out. But I feel like, everyone has a different journey in this space.
Well, figure it out is a good way. I mean, he probably could say the same thing, but figure it out is a good way. We had to. You got to figure it out, but like you also gotta try to put some type of like work in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta try to get some type of information from somebody that's already doing something. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't just automatically say, all right, I'm going to do a clothing brand and just start doing it, because it's not going to happen like that. And you definitely going to fall on your face a couple of times, but it's all about your resolve. You're going to get back up or not. That's really...
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we got a factory, but we have factories. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like...
See, y'all only seeing the benefits of the good stuff.
Right.
There's been plenty of mistakes, and I didn't know enough, and we didn't have the right information. And so, yeah, that's why I say learning is the best teacher, but you try to shorten how long it's going to take you to get there. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because, yeah, there's some things we didn't know at first. And even though I was behind the scenes, but I was behind the scenes working for brands, but I had my tasks that I had to do. I wasn't in charge of the whole company. You know what I'm saying? So now that I'm in charge of the whole company, there's a lot of hats I have to wear. You know what I'm saying? Because, and it's not necessarily that they don't have a fashion background. They don't really need to have a fashion background. You know what I'm saying? Because I do. So what they bring to the table is something that I probably wouldn't have thought of anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, speaking into existence. We have an open think tank. You know what I'm saying? So we always talking about different ideas, different looks, different styles, stuff like that. And like, we want to kind of like, I keep it an an open conversation, you know what I'm saying, with the brand. So as it's developing, it might be something from this conversation and you might see it a couple months later, you know what I'm saying? Because we pull inspiration from anything, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm the figurehead of it, but I'm just a figurehead. It's not about me. It really ain't. It's really about what this brand could do on its own, you know what I'm saying? And part of that comes from my team, man. I couldn't be doing none of this without the team.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All right, so before we get into the real part of the conversation, we got a little, icebreaker, but I call it facts or cap, right?
Okay.
So you can say facts or cap or however it makes you feel, right? Wearing designer clothing makes you fly.
Cap.
That's cap. I think so.
I'm with you on that one too. And why do you pick cap on that one?
I mean,
So I say cap because if you think that you got to wear designer to be fly, then you just not fly.
Right.
And most people, they dress off the mannequin. So like you just dressing off what you see in visual. If you can't just go in there and put it together, you not fly.
that's true. I think cap because just because it's designer don't mean it's fly, period.
Right.
It could be ugly and it's designer. You know what I'm saying? But if you could pull it off, that's what makes you fly.
Right.
You know what I mean? It ain't the clothes.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's how the clothes make you look and how the clothes make you feel.
Right.
You know?
Right. The people closest to you will support you.
Yeah, that's cap. That's cap, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be the one to tell you. I'll be the one to tell you that's cap, bro. Because you know how many times I sit here and tell somebody like something positive and they got something negative to say. So it's cool. I'm not gonna say nothing no more. I'm just gonna start popping out. Like how y'all be popping out pregnant, I'm just start popping out successful. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it.
You got it.
So that's happening. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's a crazy. Me, I'm gonna say I'm 50-50 on it, but I'm gonna go cap because support is a big word.
It is.
It not necessarily is financial either. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's a big word. So, yeah.
All right. Hate is easier than love.
Yep. Cap. That's facts.
These hoes ain't loyal. The niggas ain't either.
That's facts, bro.
That's facts, juice. That's
facts, bro.
That's life.
Right.
Exactly.
That's life.
You gotta go through it.
People need to wear what they can afford.
That's cap.
That's facts.
I think that's cap.
Yo, listen.
I think that's cap.
All right. Go first.
People always want what they can't have. And a lot of people go and get what they shouldn't have, but be having it.
Right.
That's it. That's just my...
And I say it's facts because people who got money gonna buy what they want with money. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't got the money, then don't try to buy it. That's it. That's as simple as that.
Chances of that?
Yo, but listen, it's the truth of the matter. You know what I'm saying? It's not what's really going on in life now, but I'm just telling you as a fact. I'm not trying to say go out there and buy something that you can't buy. Like, why you doing that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You make more money or just buy less. That's it.
Yep.
Right. How do you feel about fashion today?
Good question. I think fashion today has both benefited and hurted and been hurt by internet, TikTok, fast-paced, swipe up, swipe down, swipe left. I think it affected other industries too, like music, and I think the fashion itself is at a good point, right? But the industry is behind the 8 ball. You know what I'm saying? What's happening in fashion right now is what happened to the music business a couple years ago. And I think this quick pace, fast everything. I think we're in New York City right now, right? So I think like that Macy's probably got like 5 more years. And that shit is closed.
Yep.
Right.
Because everybody's starting
You know what I'm saying? Like,
off brand.
yeah. But I think I think fashion, the styling, the design, all of that, I think it's up. But I think the industry needs a revamp. Is getting revamped as we speak. But I think I don't know. I think the fashion is cool. I think it's trendy though. I think so. Everything is trendy.
I feel like everybody's starting to do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they really starting to like think now. Like they're just putting like these new fits together that nobody would even think of. You know what I'm saying? Like coming out with these old type of outfits, like jackets with like extra sleeves and all this extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? Extra pockets. You know.
Yeah.
I guess everybody's trying their own thing. You know, you can't knock it.
No, I think people
Some people like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People love it.
Yeah, I think
People love to wear things that normal people won't wear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I think fashion is
And that's fashion though, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because fashion is putting it on and wearing it, not just wearing what somebody else told you to wear.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
Yep.
How did it feel to wear your own clothing?
Man, feels great. We've been wearing our own stuff now. I don't even shop. I only buy accessories like a hat or glasses or something like that. Like I haven't shopped since probably 2018, but it's different. Like, but I got to purge. So like having your own stuff means you got to purge your stuff out. Cause I always got stuff. Always new. So so I got to purge my closet a lot, but I love it. Like I'm head to toe with my stuff every single day. I've been like that since 2018. So like, it's a different feeling when like, matter of fact, today I'm gonna tell you, this is a true story. On the way here, I'm going to pick him up. I see an old family friend. Haven't seen him in a while. She's like, "Oh my God, you're so good, blah, blah, blah." And she's like, "Oh, I like your stuff. What you're wearing?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is me." She's like, "Wait, what?" "Yeah, every single item I'm wearing, I made that." She's like, "Wait, that's what you do now?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Wow." You know what I mean? So like, I don't do it so like I could like stunt on people. Nah, it's more like when you look good, you feel good, right? Right. So I try to make stuff that's classic, timeless, that'll always look good, always be in style.
Right.
You know, a couple of pop items here and there, but like, I try to, I don't know, real clean, streamline.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Right. Why start Umidubs?
Well, I'll give you a better answer. A better secondary answer. The why is a little bit different. My why we started it, my brother and I, for those that don't know, the Umidubs actually is Umi Dubs, right? And it came from a conversation with me and my brother. And my response to the text about the brand that he wanted to start with him, me, and Dubs is, what do you want to call this with you, me, and Dubs? So that's the actual how it started. Why it started is we started it to, at the time, we wanted to put out some ill shirts to match like the newest Jordans or the newest sneakers coming out, different colorways and stuff like that. Right. That's the original angle that we were going for. And I had been working for people, so I was already telling my brother, like, yo, we got to do a little bit more than that. Let's make the brand bigger. It can't just be T-shirts. So that. Now, the other part of what I was saying is the why Umidubs now, I would say is necessary. You know what I'm saying? Because it gives a new perspective to a classic art form, let's say fashion, right? Yeah. And I think now, looking at this brand now, I think the things where we can go with it and what we can actually do with it is bigger than why we actually started it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's grown into something that's bigger and beyond me and my brother and even the team. And I think that now we got to stand on it, you know, and make it look like the Titan we think it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Larry, what would you describe it as a good fit?
It's a good fit. Well, honestly, my fit right now is calm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hoodie,
little light shit.
Hoodie, pants, you know what I'm saying? Jacket.
Right.
And this is just something calm in the Umiverse, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll just take the jacket off and the hoodie in the pants, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a calm fit.
Right. So how would you what would you do? What would you define as a bad fit?
Bad fit. Bad fit? Oh man, that's hard. I'll say turtleneck and some shorts.
Right.
Turtleneck and some shorts, man.
Right.
Tims.
Some
Some slides, man. You don't know which way you want to go.
Boy said turtleneck.
I feel like for me, you could wear whatever and look and feel confident in it.
Right.
But if you have it on and I don't feel like I get that confident aura from you,
Right.
then it's overall a bad fit.
Exactly.
Yeah, like you knew that wasn't working.
Yeah, like
That's what I'm saying. Like that's some
Oh snap!
go to the laundromat fit right there.
Yeah.
Were either of you? So were either of you always fly?
Oh shit!
Yo,
I think I got best dressed in high school.
I'm not even gonna lie.
When I
Like,
graduated, I think I did.
I don't know if I was fly, but I felt like I was him anyway. You feel me?
Right.
So it is what it is. I wore what I wore. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I wear what I wear. I do what I do. I don't got to drive with no fancy cars. And listen, I'm just keep it there. That's what I'm just saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm him. That's it. I can wear what I want to wear. That's why I do what I do, and I wear these clothes, and I feel great in them. Honestly, because I'm feel great in any clothes, but like these clothes, I just feel like I'm him. That's it.
Right.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Right. So I caught a couple tweets from the Umiverse, and best believe you buy from us, you'll be able to wear that shirt, jacket, hoodie, sweater forever. Hashtag Umiverse. Hashtag Forever Clothing.
Yep.
Shout out my dude.
Yep. Shout out
Shout out
Esso.
my dude Esso.
He stamped it.
He coined that phrase.
You know what I'm saying?
Forever Clothing. He coined that phrase. That's how we feel, and that's really what it is, though.
Yeah, man. We don't sell. We don't sell nonsense.
So what y'all don't know is the behind the scenes part of it that I do is making sure that the quality is A1. Before we even make anything, we looking at the fabric. You know what I mean? Like anything. We look at the fabric first. All right, we look at the fabric. Fabric is good. All right, let's make whatever ideas come out of that fabric. You know what I'm saying? All of our T-shirts, you know, we have different cuts, meaning different way they sit on the body, and we have different weights, fabric weights. They're a little bit different. That side comes from my behind the scenes when I worked in the business. You know what I'm saying? And I went to school for it. So I understand fabric, textures, weights, things like that. That to me is more important because I want to be able for this brand to stand on its own without me having to say it's dope.
Right.
Right? So like, let's say hypothetically, a friend of a friend gives you a shirt randomly on your birthday and it happens to be one of ours. I want that friend of a friend to be like, yo, this is fire. What the fuck is this? Like,
Right.
where'd you get this? Like, I want that effect when it comes to Umi now. That's what I mean. Like, the quality is probably more important than the design sometimes because you can make anything out of any fabric, right? But if that fabric is trash, that whatever you make is going to be trash.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Somewhere.
Yeah, we can't do it. Can't do the one-time wear. We want you to be able to wear it forever. And if we want, and the style itself is probably going to be something timeless. You know what I'm saying? Something that just might work forever, hopefully. You know what I mean?
So I'm wearing the Believe in You shirt, right? But why is that message important to put out?
That's our everyday mantra.
Yep.
That's the version.
That's the
that's
same
the Mark II version of that.
Yep. And that's the same thing about speaking into existence too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You gotta believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in you, how you gonna get somebody else to believe in you?
That's a whole fact. That's the fact. Like, our thing is about resolve and being able to withstand.
Yep. And that's, I mean, we say we watch anime, that's all it is. Resolve.
Yeah.
You're gonna get beat down, but are you gonna get back up?
Are you going to get back up, and are you going to take down this final boss?
Right.
Are you going to do that, or are you going to sit in the corner and cry? You know what I'm saying? So for us, it's like, yeah, we started in 2008, but it was kind of shaking. We were shaking by 2010. We had some big things happen. By 2015, the internet started becoming a real thing.
Right.
Now, me and him started linking. Social media started going crazy, right? But like, we could have gave up in 2008. You know what I'm saying? We could have just, if we ain't make money from the jump, we could have been like, we ain't gonna make it. Nah, it's not about making the money. It's about how much do you believe in what we're doing, and how long do you believe that? Like, how long can you stand out with that? Like,
Right.
Exactly.
you know what I mean? So, or people that go to the gym, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you holding up the dumbbells, right? How long can you hold your arms straight out for? Hold them. You know what I mean? Like, and that's really what we're about. Because I feel like with this brand, it's one of those things. Like, once you see it or touch it and feel and understand what we're about, you can't forget it. It's unforgettable.
Right.
Right? So, yeah, resolve is a big thing for us.
Right. So it says, within our brand, we believe in the Umiverse. Umiverse is always with you. Just believe in you. So now, I want to talk about that Virgil painting
Yes.
at the pop-up shop. That shit was fire.
Shout out to my guy on the loose, the artist. He actually, I think he in Fayetteville right now doing something down there, but
He always working.
he done a couple pieces. He's done stuff for a bunch of people. I can't even name how many people he's worked with, but good friend of mine. I asked him, I was like, listen, we doing a pop-up.
First one.
And this is the first pop-up we're doing. And the year before, Virgil had just passed. And it almost was like a year. It was like, we had it in December and Virgil passed in November. But like towards the end of November, right? So it was almost like a year.
Very tasty, cheesy, oniony, all of the above. One word to describe it, scrumptious, right? We from the town, so we just gonna say pause first, but it melts in your mouth. You just love it. You know what I'm saying? I wear this shirt to sleep. How much I love 7th Street Burger, man. It's near and dear to my heart. You see the logo? It's near to my heart. That's how we do it, man. Peace.
I asked my friend, like, yo, you painted all these people. You ever painted Virgil? He was like, nah, never painted Virgil. I was like, yo. So he did that live at our December pop-up a couple years back during the pop-up. Like, we was in Brooklyn. He spray painted first part of it outside in the back because it was open air. Spray painted it, brought it inside, finished it up during the event. Yeah, that painting came out kind of crazy. Then he took it home. He was like, bro, this is kind of fun. I need to finish this. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, do your thing. Take your time, do your thing, finish that. And then he hit me when he was done, bro. He showed it to me on the phone. I was like, dude, was that a photo, bro? Like,
Right.
He's nice with it.
he's
And he did that live. That was
he
crazy.
did it live. Yeah.
He didn't even know who Virgil was at first or something like that, right?
He had an idea who Virgil was, but he didn't really understand who Virgil was. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
And then like he definitely never painted him before. Matter of fact, he just came off doing, I think he did a DMX mural when he passed, and then he did the Kobe in front of the Barclays.
Right.
And the one with him and Gigi laying down, he did that joint. And he did some Dave East joint. He did a bunch of joints. And I hit him about it, and he was like, yo, it's a cool idea, but yo, Virgil, like off-white Virgil? I was like, yeah, yo, he passed away. I just wanted, this is my tribute to,
Right.
because I believe, I like what Virgil was doing. You know what I'm saying? He was a creative to me. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, he really cared about the craft. So I wanted to do a tribute to him, and I thought from the brand, it would be dope. It would be amazing if we can get in touch with his people, because we would donate to them for sure.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that needs to be seen by his people, and so that's why we bring it everywhere we go.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he painted that live, man.
And that's inspiration too, you know,
Yeah.
for us.
Nah, for sure. I definitely wanted to touch on that. What do you guys feel Virgil did for the culture?
Yeah, okay, so that's gonna be me. I felt like Virgil opened the door a little bit. He cracked that ceiling a little bit where you gotta kind of take us serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, Virgil, if y'all really look at it, Virgil is the only one to really tap what Prada, Louis, all of them is doing. He's the only one that got close to their level of success with fashion, right?
Right.
Or their level of success with like impact on people. Like, they changed their, like when he got before he even went to Louis. This is the thing that's like what I like about him. Like, he actually took the time, he learned his craft, and he's not a designer necessarily. He's an architect or whatever he is, right? So already his eye on what he's gonna design is gonna be different. But he took it to a level where you had to respect him. Like, you have to respect it. And not because I'm out here ranting and raving. Nah, you gotta respect just the product, the craft. Like, and then he took it, all these, and he did the collabs with it. I mean, you know, collabs is a beautiful thing, but I guess when you make enough noise, people pay attention. But I think he helped fashion, especially for our culture. I think he helped fashion. I don't think any other, no, I don't want to knock anybody. I don't want to claim names, but I'm just thinking, I think it took a long time for us to get that type of recognition that Virgil got, right? And to be seen as elite, as the greats, right? So that, I think, is a great thing. I love that, and you know, he needed to happen.
Are there any fashion designers that we should know more about?
I mean, there's thousands, but you know, I mean, I see people working. I think that right now, I think since pandemic, to be honest, I think since pandemic, people have been on their "I got to get it for me" type thing. So I think a lot of brands are out there. I think a lot of people are creative. I think that the run-of-the-mill status quo of brands is over. I think there's thousands of brands out there, but I do think that the next big brand is going to come from that sea of unknowns. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. So what do you look for in a person that you're going to collab with?
A collaboration for me is a good thing at times because it gives an opportunity to have another perspective on design. Because sometimes, I don't like everything to just be my eye on what I think it should be, you know what I'm saying? That's why I have a team around me. Because what I've learned over my years in design is it doesn't matter what you actually like.
Exactly.
It only really kind of matters what works, And you got to be able to edit yourself to that. So when I collab with somebody, it's a good thing because we're able to put many more ideas together, and then something they say or something I say might actually be better if we put it together and then make something new. You know what I mean? But that wouldn't happen unless we collabed. You know what I'm saying? So I think collabs can be good. I think that they can be both beneficial for both sides, especially if you can bring a design element to it, or it can bring a certain flavor that Umi Dubs by itself doesn't already have, or we can bring that Umi Dubs flavor to somebody else, that somebody else's thing that they don't already have,
Right.
Yeah.
So let's go back to 2008 for a second.
Okay.
Right? You got Umi Dubs, you're growing it, you're in year 1, year 2, right? How do you decide who you would give something for free and who you would charge for it? So, because fast forward, right? If you're giving someone something, it's because their followers, the reach, the people that they have, right?
Yeah.
Everybody feels that they deserve something nowadays.
Right.
But I also feel like, going back to the support, right? Like, wouldn't you want to support your friend in their brand?
See,
as opposed to them giving you, they just started. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
So
that's where that support word is funny,
Right.
How do you decide? Well, year 1, year 2, year 3, that was pretty easy. We're gonna do an event like we were doing. I don't know if y'all remember, like sneaker cons,
Yes.
stuff like that. So first couple years, that's how we were grinding out. We were at all of these sneaker cons, sneaker shows, popping up, getting a vendor table, trying to make sales, right? So but it wasn't about the sales. It was about getting in front of people, just so they could see the brand.
Right.
We had friends that was, in music or whatever they were doing. How I decided before was, if you're gonna be seen, I hold you down. You know what I'm saying? If it's not just for you to go to, like you said, the laundromat in, cool. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to just go to the laundromat because you just want a free shirt, like, you could just hide a shirt, geez. Like, I got enough. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, my thing is different now because year 1, year 2, year 3, every single thing mattered. And also, we were pressing it ourselves. So it was like,
It's tough.
it was tough to kind of just bless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It happened, but also, this is how Umi Dubs evolves. So when you bless enough people, and let's say you're making enough movement, then you get to a certain level where the person you're blessing actually kind of matters. Can't really hand that person a gilding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that person's gonna respect and love what you do, but you'll never see that person wear that shirt. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we were forced to evolve. Like, we had really good ideas, really good design, but the quality wasn't what we wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't controlling that. We was buying a box of blanks and then printing. You know what I'm saying? So that's when, that's why we got more involved with factories. So that now, like I said before, your friend of a friend of a friend that gets a shirt from us is gonna be like, yo, this shit is like probably better than half the shirts I already have. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or like we say, yo, the hoodies from us are probably better than the hoodies in your closet right now.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
Sure.
Probably true. You know what I mean?
All right, so scenario, right?
Yeah.
Larry gets a DM.
Yep.
He's like, yo, listen, this guy wants us to mail him some stuff, and he feels it could be beneficial, you be like, bro, it looks like, I mean, what motion does this guy have, right? So then how do you guys say yes to someone reaching out for some stuff and say no?
Here's the thing.
Kind of follow account, I would say, but like,
I don't like to say no.
right.
He knows that.
Yeah.
So it might not, I'm not going to tell you no, right?
Right.
But if you don't get a message, that's a message, right?
Okay.
But now who we do work with, that's going to depend on, you got a little motion, you moving a little bit. Matter of fact, we got people in our DM all the time.
Right.
Some, hey, you hit the jackpot because, we're going to get at you. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
some, I don't know. It's objective, man, because, like, motion is objective. Because, like, all right, so let's say with just strictly Instagram, right?
Right.
So you hit us in the DM, he'll tell me, somebody hit us. All right, boom, check him out. What do you think? All right, what do you think? All right, I'm going to check him out. All right. Now, when I'm looking at your pictures, you got a lot of people liking your pictures, cool. But then if I look, you got a lot of people liking your pictures, but you ain't got no comments, it's kind of weird.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't posting a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
or like, but also, I mean, like with the followers, it could be a thing too. But like, some people don't have a lot of followers, but they know a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like, it kind of really matters like who you are.
It don't
you know
really
what I'm
matter. Like, exactly. It's not about how many followers you. Motion is more than the followers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you could. I know people that's really up that don't really be on Instagram. That be around them people.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So like those, like you can't really base it on IG, but if you're on our DM and y'all know about us, one, we respect that and we appreciate the support. Number one, off the top, because we small. And the fact, if y'all know about us, we working. That's a good thing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So holler at us. You know what I mean? But if you
fit the criteria.
Yeah, like I mean, we work with skaters, we work with rappers, we work with models, we work with a bunch of people, photographers, DJs. You know what I mean? Whatever you call SO or influencer. Yeah. So
I think it would be cool if you guys become DOE vendors and maybe design some school uniforms. Because that's what some kids in my school told me. So
that'd
this
be
is
valid.
like fresh off the...
You want to know something funny already though? We already designed some jerseys already for some
that's
people.
Super cool. But like, they were saying like, the uniforms are kind of whack, but if they were this, we would wear it. Like if they were that, we would wear that.
That's
you know what I mean?
cool.
So I don't know, polos, hoodies, whatever.
No, that's
things that you
cool.
can wear, but
I mean, because not for nothing. See, this is all right. So this is why I'm glad I was in the business and learned behind the scenes. Because not for nothing, we could do what Land's End does. Land's End is just the back end wholesale supplier for all of these schools. We could do that. We got polos, we got khakis. You know what I'm saying? I know factories, so I could make things happen. I actually went to the school one time, uptown. I think it was Promise Academy, actually. And, that was for an event or whatever. And one of the girls there, one of the little girls, she was like, I want to be a designer. That'd be cool. I tried to actually work something out with that school to like, let me take a shot at the uniforms. Like, I don't mind doing that. Like, that's the thing. That's what, when we talking about before, brand developer, creative, all of that, it ain't just about Umi Dubs for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to create. That's why I go by the name Manifest. I like to make stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? I like to make things. You know what I'm saying?
Christopher.
So, there you go. Yeah. And Biggie was one of my favorite artists. Exactly. So you get Christopher Wallace and Manifest, and you get Festifer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
And so, yeah, I'd be down to do something like that. I would love to work with a school, especially in the city.
That'd be awesome,
or anywhere. Yeah, I would love to do that. I would love to do a collab. I mean, I'm from this city. I bleed this city. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, man.
I would love to do something.
That's
like
what it's all about at the end of the day.
I'm always down for something creative, positive, and progressive, for real.
Right.
Yeah.
Support all positive movements.
Yeah.
So, what does 2024 look like for Umi Dubs?
Foot on the neck.
Yeah, man.
Foot on everybody's neck the whole year. Get ready. Serious.
2024, yeah. It's coming down.
Not taking foot off the gas at all.
It's been going crazy for the past
it's early in the year too. Right now, currently
in Q2.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, foot on the neck. Yep. That's what it looked like.
So the last couple questions are gonna be for the both of you.
Okay.
Right, but we always like to ask our guests these few questions. The last one is tailored to whatever the person does for a living. But like if you're a basketball player, then the message would be message to upcoming basketball players. But for you guys, it's message to young fashion designers. But we'll get there.
Okay.
What would be your message to your younger self?
Believe in you. Believe in yourself. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. But if I could tell myself that younger, it would be dope. Just believe. Because my whole life was going one direction, and then something happened, and that's how I ended up in fashion for real. Right? So I was an athlete, and then I got hurt, and then I had no, you know what I mean? So I ended up going to school for fashion because I could draw, you know what I mean? And then that literally changed my life. So believe.
Right. I feel like before Larry goes, from being an athlete, you feel like you had an identity crisis afterwards, like where it's like, what do I identify as now that I'm no longer an athlete?
It's just more like it. I'm not gonna say I was ever gonna touch the NBA, right? But like, it was a dream, right? So then, the dream shatters, and now it's like, yeah, well, what the hell am I gonna do now? So. Luckily, I had a family member that went to that school. Luckily, I had artistic talent. And luckily, my mom and art teacher got together and was like, yo, you should do this. Because otherwise, I would have just done something normal, like a doctor, lawyer, whatever, something like that, finance, something like that. I would have just did completely not creative at all. I would have just normal, regular life or whatever. But luckily, that happened. And yeah, I'm like I said, so at the time, because I was sad. I lost a lot of, let's say, motion, right? And I guess it needed to happen, though.
Right.
That needed to happen for me to get to my better self, right? So, yeah.
I think the beautiful part of that story is two things. One, your village, people coming together to advocate for you in a positive way.
Right.
And secondly, seeing the other side of things, right? So I'm a dean at a high school, so
right.
I always say, like, you're on this side of the circle and you haven't seen it come full circle yet. So I feel like it's a lot of growth and maturity to be able to see, like, wow, that actually needed to happen. You know what I'm saying? And to live to that point, to come to that understanding, place of maturity as a grown man and be like, okay, I understand now. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, if that didn't happen, I probably would have stayed in that path to try to play, and who knows what would have happened then.
Right.
Right?
No fallback.
For real, yeah. I had no fallback, though. Like you said, I had nothing else fall back on. So it was like, if ball didn't work at one point, it was like, all right, well, ball's gonna work. It's gonna work. You know what I mean? And then I got hurt, and then it was like, well, you're kind of good at drawing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I had to reevaluate. So yeah, for me, that's definitely what happened. And it needed to happen.
Right.
That life, I guess the other thing, I wouldn't be the person I am right now.
Right. You feel like you wouldn't have lived to your full potential?
Nah, not in that lane. Not in that lane, because there was things against me. I'm 5'9" and 3/4. Like, I needed to be 6'3". My younger brother's taller than me.
Right.
So, like, if I was my younger brother's height, maybe different. You know what I mean? But, like, that lane, that window closed real quick.
Right.
But maybe I had a shot in the dark anyway. But anything I do, I had a shot in the dark, man. I mean, I tried to be a basketball player. I'm a designer right now. A million of designers out there, right?
Right.
At one point, I was in, made music. I wanted to be somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, so everything I've ever tried to do is impossible. Let's be real.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
reach for the stars, man.
Right.
You gotta shoot at the stars, because I feel like this. If I aim at a 10, I'm gonna land at least on an 8. If I aim at a 3,
I'm getting a 1.
I ain't trying to land on the 1, though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like my dad always kind of, my dad pushed me and my brother to always try to do something incredible. So, luckily, that lane worked out. And kind of the same thing happened in my brother's life. Shit hit the wall at one point, and then if that didn't happen, he wouldn't be where he is. So, I think that looking back now, I'm on the way to the best version of myself. And I think part of that started then. Like, that mishap needed to change my life for the better direction.
Right.
Yeah.
Larry, message to your younger self.
Message to my younger self, I would say things happen for a reason. Stay determined, stay hungry, stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, coming up, I always wanted to do something that was more than a job. Like I wanted to be a gamer. I was in marketing. I was doing this thing called Wake Up Now. I was trying to put everybody on in school. My other mans who was doing marketing with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Always just looking for ways to get that generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? So like I would just, and it led me to here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this now. Like my mom passed away. I'm not gonna say that's a good thing, but like if she was still here, I don't know if I would be sitting in this chair right now because I moved over to my grandmother's house, and if I didn't live over there, I probably wouldn't have been with Leon. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right.
I'm not saying that's a good thing. I miss my mom, but like she'd be proud of me right now. You know what I'm saying?
Your mom is proud of you.
Like
man.
I said.
She is. She knows
like
we
I
rock
said,
her.
man, you gotta stay hungry, stay focused, stay determined, man. That's how I got to where I am right now, and I'm gonna keep the same mindset, and we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
How old were you when you lost your mom?
Actually, I was in 12th grade.
Oh wow.
Yeah, beginning of 12th grade, right? Sandy,
Okay.
right before Sandy, literally
Yeah.
Right.
the week before Sandy.
Wow.
Man, crazy. 17. You know?
No. It's tough for him.
And how are you coping with that?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. At first, it was crazy for sure. I ain't want to do nothing in school, nothing. I didn't even go to school for some time, and then I went there, I didn't even do nothing there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then after that, I just like caught up with myself because like doing all that wasn't going to change nothing for me. She was already going, you know what I'm saying? So if I was doing that, I was going to definitely be nowhere.
Right.
And so that's when I really got into marketing more, you know what I'm saying? And wanted more and more. So I definitely fell away from the standard and didn't want to just be like everyday 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm not doing that now. So I would just say, yeah, stay focused, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything happens for a reason.
Yep.
Message to the youth.
Young designers
No,
or youth?
just the youth.
Yo, go get it. Right now is the best time for y'all.
Yep.
For real. Like I'm generation whatever, and I'm the one right before y'all. Or right, you know what I mean? So like I came up when all of this was starting, and now even the brand is the generation before y'all. But now as the brand has grown, so is opportunity, man. Go get that, man. Go get that. All you need is a computer and the internet, and that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. I would say find out what you want to do and do it. Don't wait till the last minute because you don't got that much time, you know what I'm saying? So you got to find something what you want to really do, put your mind to it, get to it,
Yep.
and don't stop off the first drop. Like if something don't happen with the first light, you got to keep it going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you really believe in it, you got to continue to do it.
Don't get discouraged.
Don't get discouraged. Don't let nobody tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't gonna work the first time.
It definitely ain't gonna work the first time. Nothing ever works the first time. Nobody ever got here the first time.
For real.
The first person on the moon was not the first time.
That wasn't the first attempt. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Right. I read a quote the other day that said, "Show me a person that hasn't made a mistake, and show me and you'll show me a person that hasn't tried." Right. And I feel like the worst thing you could do is not try. You know what I'm saying? Like people are so afraid of failure.
Exactly.
But failure is actually not the worst part.
That's how you make
not trying to me is the worst part.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I think you have to try. Like, not taking the shot is worse than missing the shot.
Exactly.
You know, with anything you want to do in life, right?
Exactly. Yo, anything.
Anything, like money, girls, jobs, anything.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 2K, whatever, basketball, whatever you want to do. But if you have the opportunity to take the shot, you should take it.
Right.
Yep.
Take it. So 50-50.
Two quick stories. My man Butter, shout out to Butter, love you, bro. He was like getting all the girls when we was kids, right? And I was just asking. I was in 7th grade. I'm like, yo, bro, what is it?
Right.
I mean, like, and he's like, bro, like, just understand when you go up to a girl, the worst thing you can say is no.
Bro.
That's what I tell these dudes all the time.
So just go up to her, say what you gotta say, and come on, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
but eventually somebody can
hilarious.
say yes.
Yo.
And then you fill it out. But he's like,
Exactly.
bro, like, so that always taught me, like, just to understand the worst possible outcome.
You know what's crazy about that?
That's the worst thing that can happen. It's not that bad. I'm gonna try.
My pops told me that, bro.
Right.
He told me that, and he was like, yo, just in your head count to 3 and then be respectful, but say what you want to say.
Right.
The worst thing that's going to come back is a no.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what I mean. So it came from one thing, but it translates to everything.
Right.
Like you gotta try.
It definitely does translate. And then recently, I had to cover gym class and we were playing knockout. You know, you make your free throw, you gotta, put the ball in the basketball, the person. And he's like, yo, I'm terrible at this. And I'm not gonna play, I'm gonna sit out. I said, bro, you can't do that. Like,
There you go.
Because the worst thing you could do is not try. Like, bro, he played, had a great time.
Yep.
And it's just cool to see like us have these little advice.
Yeah.
These little things that help the students feel better and actually try to do things.
That's cool.
Get outside their comfort zone. Cause I was born 92, so we played every sport. And these kids, you could see they're little. I feel like if you can't hoop, you're kind of awkward. You feel
Right,
me?
for sure.
And these are all things that, how to throw a football, baseball, whatever.
Yeah.
That was kind of our pastime. You feel
Exactly.
me? So now I can
We was
see
outside.
we was outside. So now I can see where the lack of confidence comes because they weren't really playing sports coming up like that.
Nah.
And for us, it was like, I only really played video games in the winter when it was too cold. But even when it was too cold, we had some real snow when it used to really snow back in the day.
Yeah,
And we playing tackle football. You feel me? So,
Exactly.
we were still outside.
Still
in
trying to
that
play
way.
ball.
So,
Still trying to play ball when it's
still
cold
trying, you know what I'm saying? Shovel one side out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Layer up.
Yeah.
But we found a way to make that time
You
pass.
get a lot from playing like sports like that. You get camaraderie. You get to know how to like get along with people. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Introduce yourself to people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was just saying yesterday I was at a wedding. No shots to the people, but I knew my mans, and then the other two couples, I didn't know them. But they didn't introduce themselves. And we were sitting there already.
Right.
And that to me, like my mom would I would never do that. You feel me?
Yeah, I couldn't do
That
that
to
in my
me
house.
was just like, how do you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the logic behind that? I ended up introducing myself to them because then another couple came. So they came, said hello. So I'm like, cool, I'm Zoe, blah, 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 introduce my girl, whatever. But that to me is like so rude. You feel me? Like, where did you learn that from that you're going to come sit at a table and not introduce yourself?
Exactly.
I mean,
You know?
Like what that is
yeah.
And we're at a wedding. We're here for the same
the
cause.
same
I know,
call.
You know what I mean? So it's like, how do you know this
Exactly.
person? How do you
There
know
you
that
go.
person?
It's simple as that.
We already have something in common.
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
There's you know what I'm saying? Half the battle is done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
that's
man.
wild.
Some people just swear nowadays.
Right. Last question. So, message to young fashion designers and entrepreneurs.
Message to y'all, young fashion designers and entrepreneurs. Young fashion designers first, don't let your teachers define who you are. You know, if you're a designer or if you're tapped into something or you're a certain way, live that way, be that way, do that thing. I think nowadays, like when I came up, like we was talking back in the day, it's a little different. Now you can be whatever you want to be, right? So because I told my dad I was going to FIT. He laughed at me first. He was like, what? I said 90% female. He's like, oh yeah, okay. Right? I had to say that though. You know what I mean? But now it shouldn't matter, right? So if you're designing whatever you're designing, put your all into that. You could, for sure you can make it now. Like that's the thing. There's no cap anymore. I say ever since Mark Zuckerberg did Facebook in college and then graduated Harvard and decided to start his own business instead of go work for a high firm or whatever, that changed everything, right? So now it's go get it for yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That for me was a moment where, this dude is graduating Harvard and he got this big business. He could go work or sell it to somebody else, but he decided to keep it for himself, and he's the biggest dude in the world right now, him and Elon and a bunch of other people, right? So that to me told me, do it, just go. Don't let nobody stop you. Design whatever you want to design. Figure out a way to market and push it. And that's it. That's all you really got to do. Entrepreneurs, same thing.
Right.
Find something you want to spend your time and invest in and go for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Believe in it though. Don't just do it for the money though. That's the thing.
That's what it's
Because it ain't going to come as fast as you want it.
And that's the problem.
And you're going to spend money to make money. So.
Right.
Yeah, for me, I would say for fashion designers, I would just say keep it creative, please. Stop stealing stuff. Just do your own thing, and I promise you, somebody's gonna like it. You don't gotta try to take somebody else's fan base by stealing their whole thing and trying to make it your thing. Just do your thing. I'm telling you, you will find some people that will love your stuff.
Yep.
Just be creative. That's it. And that's the name of the game. That's fashion right there. Is being creative, putting it on and wearing it and expressing yourself, basically. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say for young designers coming up. And for young entrepreneurs, I would just say every day, just be consistent, man. It's all about consistency, man. And everything, not just in entrepreneurship. I just mean everything. Everything is all about consistency. You can't do something for today and then 5 days later go try to do it again. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's every day.
Every day.
It's all about your work ethic. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't got the work ethic, you're not an entrepreneur. Get you a job, 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? And stop playing.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with 9 to 5.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with a 9 to 5. I'm just trying to tell you 9 to 5 is going to get you that consistency that you can't do on your own.
Yep.
Right.
There you go.
It got to be an everyday thing.
That's
right.
it.
Consistency. That's the only reason we sitting here.
Not everybody's built to start at zero every day. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? It takes a different kind of person.
Yep. Just
Different
because you
kind of
ain't,
drive.
I'm saying, just because you ain't got a job, that mean you don't get up early. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly.
Very true.
Yeah, it's got to be an everyday thing too. I guess other part I don't mean to bring it back, but to the young designers, every day. Every day is a real thing. That it really helps, lack of a better word, manifest this thing, right? Every day. It has to be an everyday thing. You got to believe in it more than the people you're trying to convince.
Right. Very true. You know, because, I always say 1% better every day.
Yep.
I'm saying. Another quick story for you guys, do your shout outs, but I was telling my girl one time, she was studying for an exam and she's a little stressed out. And I was like, 1% better every day. She's like, how is that inspiring? I said, because if you had 4 yesterday and you had 5 today, that's 1% better.
Yeah.
And I had to break, but it was just interesting because I'm like, I'm not coming at you right now.
Right.
I thought I was being motivational, you know what I mean? But, I guess she was under a lot of scrutiny and a lot of, stress at the time, but 1% better every day, you know what I'm saying? One step further towards the goal.
Exactly.
Every step counts. And people just looking, it's like the same thing as they blessings, right? The small ones count too.
Exactly. That's always what
we ain't hit the mega millions today, don't mean we're not blessed. But we here, we alive, we can see, we can feel, we can touch. You know what I mean?
We can laugh, you know what I'm saying?
All that. That's a blessing.
Let's do it.
Every day is a blessing, man. I mean, I agree with that, man. I like what he said, man.
It's the little things, yo.
Man, and little things.
It's the little things, bro.
But those are the secrets I wish I could have told myself, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, man, the consistency and the little things matter.
Yep.
The little things really matter. You got to put that little bit of effort in every single day.
I'm telling you.
It's hard for us every day, but every day something from the brand is happening.
Right.
And it's been like that probably since pandemic. Right. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's it, man. You gotta make them goals compound, man. Keep them stacking up, little goals by little goals, and becoming big goals, man.
Fact.
Like, gotta hit singles, man.
Exactly, gotta hit singles.
Here's a real story, yo. At one point, we had 200 followers. Now we had 2,000 and something. And it took us forever to get to that 2,000.
Right.
So we was making little goals in between. All right, we're gonna get to 1,100. All right, we're gonna get to 1,500. All right, we're gonna get to, you know what I mean? It's those little goals matter.
Right, they do.
And they keep you going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I asked, so I coach baseball as well.
Okay.
And I've told this story before, but it's always good to keep it fresh, because this is gonna be episode 190.
Okay.
So I probably said this episode 130
first of all,
or something.
congrats,
But
bro.
Thank you,
190,
I
that's
appreciate that.
congratulations, bro.
190.
That's dope.
Let's do it.
So
Yeah.
I was asking him for him to be my mentor. And he's a guy very successful. What's the name of that brand? Well, he acquires brands, sells them, conglomerates, he does a whole bunch of stuff. And they used to give me some free stuff, like skater brands and stuff like that. Cool stuff. I'm blanking on the name of the company. But anyway, I was like, hey, I would love, for you to be my mentor. He's like, I'm flattered, but I'm honestly, not everything you think I am, whatever. But he's like, but I'll tell you this, hit as many singles as possible.
Exactly.
Yep.
Sometimes you get your occasional double, triple, or home run.
Right.
But just hit singles because the singles are gonna compile.
Yep.
Right? The singles are gonna start to add up.
Exactly.
So think about it. The guy who has the hitting record may not have the home run record.
That's
Right.
He does.
But he get a hit every game. You could count on him.
But he has the most hits
Exactly.
of all time,
Exactly.
right? And it doesn't matter which hit it was, the hit, right? So hit singles, right?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
as a refresher to all the people out there, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Hit as many singles as possible.
Fact.
Where can we find you guys? Who do you want to shout out? What do you want to shout out? Website, Instagram, everything.
Hey, I go by Festive Foot on Instagram. The website is umidubs.com. I want to shout out the team, of course, my brother, family, moms, everybody. Also, before I pass it off to Larry, I want to pass this off to you,
Oh,
my
thanks
guy.
a lot. I
You
You got
we
appreciate
something
had
for
to
you
right.
here.
Yeah, I got
what I'm
a
saying?
spot for y'all too. Look, bam. Yeah. So you know the fans, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see me reading my question, but you see the Umi Dubs right here.
You feel
You know what
me?
I'm saying? So y'all gonna be seeing that. Hold on. I'm bugging. Right here.
Ooh.
I'm saying,
sir.
boom.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We in
like I
here.
said, man.
We in here.
I'm saying when I'm here.
So
you know,
appreciate
on the
you, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Interviewing Oprah. Oprah gonna be like, what's that?
Yeah.
They don't tap me with the guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oprah, you know what
Man.
I'm saying?
You know what I'm
But
saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
Make sure you find yourself over here on Conversations with Zoe.
Yeah.
absolutely,
Come
man.
through here. Come
Any
through.
shout outs? Anything you want to shout out?
to, you know, you can follow me at Living Like Larry, _ Living Like Larry. But shout out to the rest of the team, exactly.
Shout
My
out
brother
to
and,
him.
and the other my boys not here right now. Marketer, my brother, and the rest of the
Stand
team
up
not here.
LI, man.
But yo, Long Island stand up,
Yeah.
Emeryville stand up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We
And
out
anybody who support us, y'all all stand up, man. We appreciate all y'all.
Appreciate Zoe. Appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us on here, bro.
Shout out to Brother Campbell making this all possible.
Exactly. Shout out to
Okay.
Damon. You know what I'm
Damon,
saying?
so you listen, you have to watch the whole episode for your shout out. Then we gonna be, oh, where my shout out at? Here it is, brother.
Yeah, let's get it.
Damn.
At 57 minutes
Best PR
later.
in the game.
all right?
Oh,
We got the
man,
best
damn.
PR in the game. You know
Come
what I'm
on.
saying? Stop
Absolutely,
playing with him.
man.
Stop playing with him. He always on time, man.
That's that Dame
Absolutely.
time, man.
Let's get it. Dame
You know what I'm
time,
saying?
man.
He know what it is.
Absolutely, man. So make sure y'all tap in, you
Yep.
know, like, subscribe, comment. It's all love. Be safe. Believe in you. And welcome to the Umiverse.
Hey.
Peace and love, world. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, support the channel, show your love. You know what I'm saying? We having great conversation week in and week out. You never know who's coming. You never know what we're going to do. But at the end of the day, it's all about peace and love. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment.